Hey guys, today we're going to work on scale drawings. This will go along with the assessment that I was talking about with IXL J9, scale drawing word problems. So these questions that we're going to work today in our notes are problems that come directly from that same lesson on IXL. So I'm using some of those problems. You may actually see some of those as you work on your assessment. Remember what I've told you about IXL? It does not run out of questions, so hopefully everyone can get a 100, but in reality, everybody can't get a 100. So once you get your score as high as you possibly can, then you're free to close out of it, and it will just save your score for me like I showed you in class. All right, so let's get to our first example. It says Joey measured a neighborhood park and made a scale drawing. The volleyball court, which is 8 meters wide in real life, is 4 centimeters wide in the drawing. So what scale did Joey use for the drawing? Okay, so we're going to take what it tells us here in the problem, this 4 centimeters is 8 meters wide. And you can put the 8 on the top or the 4 on the bottom. It doesn't really matter, just so that you write a ratio. Now, it's giving you part of your answer down here. It says 1 centimeter is blank meters. That actually helps us quite a bit. So we're going to set this up as a proportion. So if you started with your centimeters on the top, we're going to leave them on the top. If you started with your centimeters on the bottom, then you're going to leave them on the bottom. It doesn't matter which. So we should be able to fill in now one of these over here in this ratio that we're setting up. And we're actually using what it's telling us here in our answer, that 1 centimeter. So we're going to put the 1 with the centimeter, and then we're going to solve for x. Now, we talked about a long time ago in solving proportions that we could cross multiply and solve for x, which you're still welcome to do. But a lot of you have learned to do it quicker than that. So we can see that to go from 4 down to 1, we would be dividing by 4 here. So therefore, we would do the same on the bottom, and 8 divided by 4 would give us 2. So that would be 2 meters. And that would be your answer. Okay, in example 2, it says Brittany measured a shopping center and made a scale drawing. The scale she used was, now this is going to be real important, 1 inch is 6 feet. So we're going to use that to set up our ratio. So 1 inch is 6 feet equal to, I started with inches on the top, I'm going to leave them on the top, and feet on the bottom. Now, we need to fill in either inches or feet, so you got to keep reading. If the actual width of a bakery in the shopping center is 30 feet, how wide is the bakery in the drawing? So that 30 feet, we are going to fill in here on the bottom. So how did we go from 6 to 30? We multiplied by 5. So we'll do the same on the top. And 1 times 5 would give us 5 inches. Okay, pause your video this time and let's see if you can do example 3. It says Xavier made a scale drawing of a house. The scale drawing was 1 millimeter to 2 meters. 1 millimeter to 2 meters. In the drawing, the garage is 3 millimeters wide. So what is the width of the actual garage? So we're going to use that 1 millimeter to 2 meters. Since I've started with millimeters on the top, I need to keep it on the top and meters on the bottom. And I'm also told that the garage is 3 millimeters wide. So I'm going to fill in 3 here at the top, and I'm solving for the x number of meters. So how did we go from 1 to 3? We done that by multiplying by 3, so we'll do the same on the bottom. So 2 times 3 is 6 meters. Pause your video and try example 4. Ellen drew a scale drawing of a diner. She used the scale 9 inches to 5 feet. If a table in the diner is 18 inches in the drawing, how long is the actual table? So we'll use 9 inches to 5 feet. If you started with inches on the top, we're going to leave them on the top and feet on the bottom. And it says that the table in the diner is 18 inches in the drawing, so we're going to fill in 18 up here with the inches. So to go from 9 to 18, we would multiply by 2. So we'll do the same on the bottom. And 5 times 2 would be 10 feet. Pause your video and try example 5. Madeline measured an office and made a scale drawing. The desk is 2 inches long in the drawing. The actual desk is 6 feet long. What is the scale of the drawing? So 2 inches is actually 6 feet. So we're going to leave inches on the top, feet on the bottom, or you can flip them. And we're given this 1 inch here in the answer, so we know that's going to be 1. So how do we go from 2 down to 1? We divide by 2. So we'll do the same on the bottom, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So remember, it's not always multiplying. Sometimes you're dividing by a number because you're going down. So 1 inch to 3 feet. Pause your video and try example 6. Lola made a scale drawing of a city. She used the scale 4 inches to 9 yards. The actual width of the neighborhood park is 72 yards. How wide is the park in the drawing? So we're given the 4 inches to 9 yards. So we're going to leave inches on the top and yards on the bottom. And then we're going to fill in that 72 yards here on the bottom. So how do we go from 9 to 72? We multiply by 8. So we'll do the same on the top. And 4 times 8 gives us 32 inches. Pause your video and try example 7. Martina made a scale drawing of an Italian restaurant. The restaurant's kitchen, which is 20 meters long in real life, is 24 centimeters long in the drawing. What scale did Martina use? So 20 meters long in real life is 24 centimeters in the drawing. So we're going to use that to set up our ratio. So 20 meters is 24 centimeters. So we're going to leave the meters on the top and centimeters on the bottom. And we're given the 6 centimeters here. So we're going to put 6 on the bottom. So how do we go from 24 down to 6? We divide by, and we know we're dividing because we went down from 24 down to 6. So we're dividing by 4. And we'll divide by 4 on the top. So 20 divided by 4 gives us 5 meters. Go ahead and pause your video and try example 8. Okay, the scale of the drawing was 7 centimeters to 9 meters. The schoolyard is 36 meters long. So how long is the schoolyard in the drawing? So we're given the 7 centimeters to 9 meters. So we'll leave centimeters on the top and meters on the bottom. And we're going to use this 36 meters to fill in on this ratio. So how do we go from 9 to 36? We multiply by 4. So we'll do the same on the top. Remember, you can just put an X over here and cross multiply if you would rather do that. And 7 times 4 is 28 centimeters. Jenny measured a neighborhood park and made a scale drawing. In real life, the volleyball court is 8 meters wide. It is 12 millimeters wide in the drawing. So what is the scale of the drawing? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set up our ratio, 8 meters to 12 millimeters. And it gives us the 3 millimeters to fill in. So we went from 12 down to 3 by dividing by 4. So we'll do the same on the top. And 8 divided by 4 gives us 2 meters. Okay, this will be our last example problem. So go ahead and pause your video and try this one. Make sure that you've got the hang of it. That way you'll be ready for your assessment. Trevor made a scale drawing of the middle school. The scale he used was 5 inches to 3 feet. In the drawing, the gym is 105 inches wide. So what is the width of the actual gym? So we're going to use this 5 inches is really 3 feet. We're going to keep our inches on the top and feet on the bottom. And it says that the gym is 105 inches, so that's going to go on the top where we have put inches. And we're solving for the number of feet. So we went from 5 to 105. So we know that we're multiplying because we went up in number. So you may have to go out to the side and divide that. 105 divided by 5. So 5 will go into 10 2 times, and 5 will go into itself 1 time. So we're multiplying by 21. So we're going to do the same on the bottom. So 21 times 3. 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 2 is 6. So it is really 63 feet wide. Okay guys, that completes today's lesson. You will do your assessment on iExcel. It is J9 scale drawings. Again, the problems we just worked, those 10 problems come from iExcel, so they're going to be very, very similar to what you're going to see in your assessment. If you need some help, you can reach out to me. I can go live with you if we need to. Just remember that you will never run out of questions on iExcel, so I don't want you to say, oh my gosh, I've had to work 300 problems and I've still got a 50. Okay, please reach out to me before you reach that point if that's what's happening. If not though, and you've got 85, 90, you feel like you can't get it any higher, then you're free to stop there, just knowing that that is your grade. And when you close out, iExcel will automatically save your grade. Have a good day, guys.